So you're doing really well. You were with a competing company. I can't remember the name of it, something like Red Roof Inn or something like that. And then you came over to Vulcan7 about a year and a half ago. Is it something like that?
About a year ago. Yep. Yep.
So you moved to Vulcan7, and then what happened?
So it's funny. I made the transition about a year ago, and June of last year, I took my biggest listing ever, and I ended up double siding it. And I already have a referral from that same client from that listing that I took. So the big thing for me, the biggest difference is more conversations.
So you say it was a big listing. Was it 250, 300,000?
So that was the old market that I came from in my other state, but no, this one was 1.36 million.
And you double-sided that.
We're able to double side it. Yep.
So what kind of check is that when you double-side a $1.36 million house?
What is that? Close to 60 grand ballpark.
It was a good day, you know? And then you got another 900K or 900 something.
Yeah, so that seller referred me to another one for 975 to one of their best friends who was actually moving out of Florida, as you mentioned in the introduction. So
Right. You'll take them coming and going, won't you?
100%.
So you recently moved down, and you kind of came with no network and no sphere in your new marketplace. Tell us a little bit about what you've done to get yourself established, because it's not unlike what any new agent would be going through. So help us kind of walk us through your journey on that.
Yeah, so great question. So it was 2020. We ended up right in the middle of COVID. We bought our first house in Florida, June 2020. We had to renovate it, which is fine. But the big thing was, I think just more so not to get too into that stuff, but real estate was not considered essential in the state of Pennsylvania at that time. And so I also was thinking about making a move for a long time. And that kind of just set it off. And I know for a fact I can go anywhere in the world. They can drop me in the United States anywhere. I know how to find expired listings. And I know I can pick up the phone call, use the right tonality, and just build a relationship with a seller. And I know I can turn nothing into something. And my biggest thing, these listings that I've taken, they're from expireds from 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm not calling the expireds that just came off the market yesterday. I'm calling the ones from a year ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago. And that's where I get the most success.
And I have to agree with you, Zach. That is low-hanging fruit. And would it be fair to say that those are friendly calls, generally speaking?
100%, because they're not being blown up by 25 other people right away calling them.